Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson.
Here.
Director Hayes.
Here.
Director Moore.
Here.
Director Deacon.
Here.
And President Bradley.
Here we have a quorum. I'll call the meeting in order.
From the President, emergency work for baggage handling system replacement, St. Louis Lambert International Airport recommends approval. From the Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following permits for AT&T Missouri be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. To place 85-foot of buried cable, copper cable, from manhole 1055 at the intersection of Shoto and South Vandervender to the sidewalk, then under the sidewalk to 1002 South Vandervender. Place 260 feet of buried copper cable from manhole 1049 at intersection of Sarpy and South Vandervender to the sidewalk, then under sidewalk to 722 South Vandervender. Place fiber cable from new hole at the side of 5400 Louisiana, 94 feet north to a new hand hole at the rear of 5400 Louisiana. Starting at AT&T easement at the rear of 2747 Goodfellow, bore under sidewalk south right-of-way of Terry and turn east, trench 51 feet, bore 3 feet under sidewalk, trench 60 feet to southeast corner of intersection of Goodfellow, bore wheel turn south 22 feet, then trench 41 feet to the west side of Goodfellow for 41 feet. At this point, bore will split. First bore will turn east under Goodfellow 42 feet to access manhole 2012. Second bore will start at west side of Goodfellow and continue south on Goodfellow 105 feet. Then east under Goodfellow for 74 feet to the alley at the rear of 5761 Method. Beginning at the rear of 2723 Clara and east side of alley, bore south 70 feet to rear of 5615 Method. Dig 18 feet by 14 feet splice pit for copper cable connection. From this point, bore 96 feet west on the south side of alley to the rear of 5625 Method. Recommendation that permit for charter communications be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Starting at the power pole in the rear of 3507 line, set a vault at the base of pole and bore 400 feet to south. Place a vault in the sidewalk at the alley entrance and Pernod. Bore 400 feet east and place a vault in the sidewalk next to 3537 South Kings Highway. Bore 100 feet to the rear of 3537 South Kings Highway. Recommendation that the following permits for Ameren for Union Electric Company doing business as Ameren, Missouri be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. To install new conduit, trenching will be done along Thurman and 39th. Install new pole for 600A commercial residential service at 2217 Locust. Set new poles and anchors in right-of-way to provide service for added load to building at north intersection of Texas and Winnebago. And to open, cut, and install 100 feet of 3 conduits in new concrete duct to the old cathedral at 209 Walnut. Recommendation from the Director of Public Utilities and Public Safety. Joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows for St. Ferdinand Homes 2. To consolidate land at 4100 through 12 St. Ferdinand in City Block 3663. 2510 through 18 North Sarah, 4060 through 66 College, 4041 through 57 St. Ferdinand, and 4931 through 37 St. Ferdinand in City Block 3653. 4004 through 54 St. Ferdinand in City Block 3654. And 2505 through 15 North Sarah in City Block 3666. Recommendation that permit for A25 Allen LLC for a boundary adjustment at 823 through 25 Allen in City Block 663 be denied by reason of the fact that it is a violation of Board Order Number 720. From the Director of Public Safety, recommendation that the following festival zones be approved, subject to certain conditions as follows. East Fox Homes grand opening and ribbon cutting, November 5th, 2017, at Magnolia between Oregon and California. And Winterfest at Keener Plaza, November 17th through January 2nd, 2018, at Keener Plaza. Now we have the conditional uses.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, members of the board. My name is Terrell Island, zoning plan examiner for the City of St. Louis, representing the building commissioner. And per board order 766 transmitted herewith are recommendations for the following conditional use applications. Approval with conditions is recommended for 6 applications, and they are 2608 Slattery Street, 2733 Cherokee Street, 4168 Juniata Street, 6167 Delmar Boulevard, 4749 Gravel Avenue, and 1000 South Newstead Avenue. I request that these recommendations be approved as submitted. Are there any questions about these submittals?
So just a point of clarification, 4749 Gravois is for the use of about 600 square feet inside the kitchen at the existing Bevo Mill, correct?
Yes, this particular property is zoned F, Neighborhood Commercial District, and she wants to bake pretzels here. Now, it was just pretzels that she was putting together. Baking is permitted in Zone F, Neighborhood Commercial District, but from the fact that she also wants to cater in the future,
Right.
To, I guess, serve meals and things like that, similar to a restaurant, then yeah, that requires conditional use approval.
So my question is condition number 2, which says there shall be no selling of liquor, alcohol, or non-intoxicating beer on the premise at any time, by virtue of the fact that it is the Bevo Mill, and by virtue of the fact that the existing restaurant sells alcohol, does that create any issues with this conditional use, or is that really a non-applicable condition?
Okay, let me see. I'm looking at the testimony here. Give me a minute.
I'm assuming what that means is that they would not, as part of the catering, be able to sell alcohol. Does that make sense?
Exactly. Now, it's not on her license. If she applied for it, then yes, we would go ahead and list it as a commercial kitchen for catering, pretzels, and full liquor, or 22% beer and wine, or whatever it is. But yeah, she didn't put it on the application, so yeah, we really can't approve it as such unless she comes back and applies and puts it on the application, and then we'll hear it with that on it. And of course, you'd have to work with the excise division to get a liquor license.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions on the conditional uses from the board? Seeing none, I'll take a motion, please.
Motion to approve the conditional uses.
Second.
Moved in second for approval. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Moore. Aye. Director Deacon.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye. Conditional uses are approved. Turn your attention to our meeting minutes from last Tuesday, October 17th, 2017. Are there any questions or comments on the minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Moved and seconded for approval. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Moore. Aye. Director Deacon.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye. The minutes are approved. Today's agenda, questions or comments on the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda?
Second.
Moved and seconded for approval. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Moore. Aye. Director Deacon.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye. Today's agenda is approved. Motion for adjournment, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.